Hello, and welcome once again to Let's Play Steambot Chronicles. We got some Chronicles to steam in our bots or whatever. We're here in Happy Garland in the arena, so we can earn some more victory medals. We've gone and equipped ourselves with the lovely neon front there. That will actually light up at night, but it's sort of hard to see because it's on the front rather than the back of your Trotmobile. I'm having trouble finding the front desk, as usual. Just go down the stairs on the other side, Phil. That's all you need to do. And none of these people are really worth our time. Except for Fennel. We're pretty much good. So yeah, fuel is twice as expensive as it was last time, thanks to the bloody mantises. Those bloody mantises, they've gone and taken over the oil field. We'll try and do what we can about that later. But until then, it's business as usual, with less traffic. That's a niceness, that is a niceness. I mean, in all honesty, we don't actually spend that much money on fuel. I mean, it's still going to cost us like less than 300 to refill ourselves completely, even with ridiculously large parts we've got equipped at the moment. A lot of the fuel we actually earn is simply picked up from defeated enemies, along with some cash. Soon we shall own our own version of Fennel's cannon there. Don't he stop firing at me. There we go. We got him.
I won!
We are the best at what we do. It's going to push us right over. 556. Sort of interesting that there's a count of how many medals you've earned ever. And the final prize we haven't gotten from this arena, the long-range cannon. Also, a much better version of the bazooka arm, which we never got. We're going to be getting some of them later though. Not so we can use them, but simply because they're used in a couple of parts recipes we're going to want to have a look at. Now, I mentioned before that you cannot take the train at night. You can, however, travel wherever you want at evening time. So even though usually further stations would take longer to get to, if you take the train at the evening, every single station is you'll arrive at night. It's a real shame you can't travel by train at night. It would make it much more convenient. You could load up with rocks at night and travel to Nefroberg, sleep until morning, then deliver them. That would be nice. It's not how it works, unfortunately. Oh, hungry. Zoom. Got a couple of orders of business here. We picked up some lumber last time, and that is because they're building the railroad out here. You may remember previously that actually, I'm completely wrong. I was thinking that you needed to give lumber or steel to the railroad before they'd finish the station out here. That's not the case at all. That's not true. We needed to sell some of that so we could get access to the goods yard so we could pick up a book. However, if we want the railway to Mem village, remember it's called Mem, not Meme, Mem, we're going to have to sell some lumber here. We could have sold some steel beams instead, and got a bit more of a profit. Actually, probably less of a profit because we would have had to have gone into town beforehand and it would have been twice as much. But whatever. Next time we come here, that bridge should be complete. We're actually running out of side quests to do at the moment. Thinking back on it, the main big one we've got is the museum side quest, which is winding down at the moment. We've just got to do a lot of backtracking. Oh, this is interesting. This is actually one of the staff members from the carpet mill. I don't know if the rest of them are actually peppered around the game world in new jobs or not. But it's just the complete length of detail in this game is astonishing. The fact that they've lost their job and now they're over here. I really encourage people to buy this game and just have fun talking to NPCs all the time. There's an awful lot to talk about and discover. There's a lot of this game. There's just a lot you're not going to see unless you've got incredible amounts of OCD and have to talk to everybody. I think this game cured me of that. When I first started playing, I was very much that, oh, gotta talk to every NPC, gotta talk to them all, they might say something important. Fairly sure a lot of them do as well. No, we are nearly done with Wagtail Canyon. We have just a few more fossils to get, and that's it. It's just Martlet Falls left, which is going to be the long one. It won't take that long, however it's going to take a lot of in-game days. I'm hoping to sort that out soon though. I've got a plan, you see, I've got a plan. Oh, here's another side quest that's finished. Zabala Hill Orphanage. We are done with it. I'm not sure if this was triggered by talking to all of the children in their new locations, or whether we just needed to go away for a day and come back. But Sister Kate's gone, and she's left us a note and a present. It's quite a good few rewards for this one. Whoops, yeah, that chest is actually facing the other way. These wooden chests actually are usually up against walls. So the back of the chest looks identical to the front of the chest, even though it opens one way. But we're done here, so let's go and equip that charity box after we've had a rest. You want to hand in this rock, and it's well, it's night and we can't do that. Zoom. We seem to be getting a good 1,000 per day from stocks at the moment. I'm sort of actually hesitant to sell a lot of the stocks that are coming to, you know, maturity. Simply because, you know, what if I get less of a dividend? You know, the donation box. Function charity. This is actually tied to one of the questions at the start of the game. The question asking us what we do if we found a wallet. We answered with that we would donate the money to charity. And the fact that we answered with that response means that this charity box actually works better than if we didn't. What happens simply is when we've parked our Trotterville anywhere, based on how busy it is and what time of day it is, money will accrue in the charity box, and when we get back in, we'll be given a bit of money. Sort of a nice little bonus. As I said, because we answered that question, it's a bit more potent than it usually is. Not sure by how much, but probably not that much. Right, let's see what we can do about this. I'm not sure we got all the bits. Let's see what we can do though. We just sort of place these around. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, that sort of rib cage. I don't understand. Does that go there? I think the tail must go there. Well, that looks like a pelvis. That's the tail. That goes there. And, there? That doesn't look right. That bit goes here. I think we're definitely missing some pieces because this looks completely wrong. I mean, look at that, it's just a mess. Oh no, wait, actually that's perfectly correct. Yep, that's how they go together, and that's done. Yeah. I don't think there's any reward for putting these pieces together in the right order at all. I'm not sure there's a reward anyway. So that's 2 out of the 3 giant fossils and all the small artifacts from Wagtail Canyon completed. Here we've got the, I haven't noticed it yet, but I've got the pelvis and the neck bone the wrong way around there. We'll fix that next time. We're still missing 1 fossil. That's all we need is 1 fossil. Yeah, you can see I've got it the wrong way around there. I think I fixed it there, but I cut it out because it's we've seen enough of that. Let's go find that last fossil. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, that was close. Gotta pay attention to my lovely lights. Right, let's hopefully go and get our last fossil. Come on, Belmondo. Actually, you're not Belmondo, are you? There's the guy who looks just like him. Amber. Amber. Fuck. So wait for one more to turn up. That's going to be really, really annoying when I have to go all the way from Martlet Falls. That's going to be a bit of a bitch. Anyway, we've got another film. We got it from Don Palucci last time. Paducci, whatever. I keep talking to this guy. Can't remember why. He never says anything different. Or will he? Spoilers, he might do one time. Let's hand this in. Now what was weird here is you can see in the background they're playing the Trotmobile film again. But after this I accidentally walked into the theatre itself instead of going out the door, and they were showing the new film, so that's tacked on the end of the episode for you to enjoy in all its silent black and white glory. So a bit more confusing than the last two, which have just been sort of clips from computer games and trailers for computer games. I don't know why the rest of them are in black and white, but the Trotmobile one is in colour. Not 100% sure on that. Anyway, we're back in New Haven because I forgot to talk to Captain Civilised after the last cutscene. Oh well, there's a couple of things we can do here. I say a couple of things. There's one thing we can do here, and that's visit the arena and get another prize. That's really all we need. Oh, one more thing as well. Yep, that's the mini engine we need for Fennel's side quest. Just a quick reassurance to all of you that have played this game. We're not going to finish that side quest this episode, we're going to save that for next time. Also, Mallow left his suitcase. How silly of him. You might as well beat up Miguel while we're here. Get all the points we can. You know what points mean? Prizes. It'd be nice to be able to afford 2 of those items we're missing, you know, this time. Whether or not we will is entirely down to mathematics. And not whether I win or lose, because I'm not going to lose. Well, I did lose once this episode. I had to re-record after one fight. It was against Elder. Oh wow, picked up. That doesn't happen very often these days, does it? I believe you have to have a larger or at least the same size body type to be able to pick up a larger enemy. Maybe. I could be pulling that out of my boss blow. I probably am. Otherwise, how did I pick up all those big enemies at the start of the game? Ignore me! I think it's probably easier to pick up an enemy the same weight as you, rather than heavier. So I hope it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Junker Arm has unlimited durability, because I used it a lot there and it's not even got a scratch on the bar. So that's one thing it does. I think it's basically got the same power as the strap arm though, so an unlimited strap arm isn't the most potent and dangerous thing in the world really, is it? Still nice though. I like it. Pretty rainbow patterns. We have exactly enough money for the Tomfer arm and not the rapier arm. We really need to find a decent melee weapon to pair with our ridiculously overpowered ranged weapon, I suppose. Now, I thought there was only 3 sword weapons in the game. It turns out there's a rapier as well as the sword arm and the katana arm. Can't remember where you get the katana arm. Actually thinking about it, I'm not 100% sure it isn't a unique arm part that only Pseudo can use, but probably not. I'm sure it will turn up somewhere. Okay, here's a couple of parts we didn't buy last time. I think the price is probably doubled at the moment, so this is not the best time to grab these. Yeah, the prices are much inflated thanks to the oil, you know, crisis in the Civilised Desert. Is it the Civilised Desert? I'm not confusing it with Zabala Hill, am I? Anyway, back to the Garland Arena. Very arena heavy at the moment.
Dr. Genius!
Dr. Genius once again. Gotta have a bit of a warm up. Of course, now we've got the long-range cannon. I'm doing this mainly to show it off properly. Actually, remember to equip it. Now, Genius is a very slow moving one. He sort of shoots at us with his bazooka, mainly. So this is actually a very good weapon to use against him. He cannot dodge it. Although the missiles do occasionally hit other stuff. So quite amusing if you pay attention to when I run out of durability on the cannon, and the or what's left of it after it's out of durability looks a bit silly. There it is. See, sort of semi-burnt, bent, even mini cannon left.
I won!
It looks quite silly. I like it. I like a lot of things in this game though because they look silly. Now, Saffron is not a good character to take on with such a weapon. She's very fast and she's got quite a powerful mid-range melee weapon. So she's going to want to stay in close, and you have the chance of damaging yourself with your own explosions. Yeah, best to stick with the Gatling arm, which remains potent even at short range. This is getting a bit hairy. And to go back to the old standby of jump, 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 strafe. There we go. Like a firework. Hooray!
I won!
We won. We did it together, Vanilla.
Immortalize them! I'm betting on you!
Now, Elders are fairly interesting. The cannon isn't particularly effective, but it's more effective than it was against Saffron. He's very fast, and until he runs out of ammo, he's going to stay at a distance. You will occasionally get some lucky hits on him, much more so than you will against Saffron at any rate. Lost lock on, that's always a bad thing. That's just an invitation to be shot with homing missiles, that is. Ooh. I must say, of all the guns in the game, the homing missiles aren't really the best. They're very powerful, but incredibly limited ammo. So really, they've got a lot less killing potential than the, or even the sniper arm, I suppose. The sniper arm's got much more ammo. And while it does probably about half the damage that a good one of these will do. I think part of the problem is it does damage over time in its explosion radius. So if your enemy is on the ball, they will start guarding after the initial hit. So that Excalibur does a hell of a lot of damage. You do not want to be hit by him in close range. Very easy to pick him up though once he's hit you, which is a plus, I guess. Elder's one of those characters that doesn't like to pick you up. Anyway, another 300 victory medals richer. We should probably go and visit that civilian army that Marjoram and Basil were waffling about last time. Well, let's do it in the morning, shall we? I must say I've been spending an awful lot of money recently on just stuff. But thanks to the dividends, we seem to be keeping afloat. Over the last few updates, we've really only gone down about 5,000. So we are the refined mortar at the moment. You see those lights come on? As we what? Why did it do that? I think it does that on maybe the extent of its range. It just flies upwards and explodes in the air. Another problem with the homing missile is you can only fire one at a time. You can only fire again once the original is exploded. So even though it's fairly powerful, it's not the quickest way to kill things. Very effective on fast-moving, hard-to-hit targets, though, I guess. Already so's the Gatling arm. There we go. Coming from this direction, we don't have to deal with the freshers, as they will spawn when we're well out of range. I think if you pay attention to the mini-map, they may turn up as we turn the corner up here. Oh, no. They appear right at the top of the hill, so, yeah. We could turn around and fight them again, but they just reappear as soon as we come back this way, so... Hey, welcome back to Alcazar de Condor. Well, that is new. Not really sure what that is. Let's have a chat to these guys. A battleship. And the main problem with building a battleship here is that it's well, we're not at sea, are we? That's a very bad outlook on the world, if you ask me.
Oh, you came. That's Commander Ferguson of the civilian army. He's also on the police force. They're arguing about something. Let's check it out.
If we don't get oil soon, we'll all be riding horses again. I can't run my business or my life without trapmobiles.
While we sit here discussing the problem, gas prices are skyrocketing!
Everyone needs to calm down. We are still trying to negotiate a compromise, but they are stalling. It seems they're building a battleship in order to seize control of the desert. And our information implies they will attack Happy Garland after that. That's all the more reason to hurry. In theory, yes, but we'd be fools to attack without adequate preparation. We must concentrate on building the SS Symphony. We don't stand a chance without it.
What's wrong, Commander?
Everyone has grown impatient. If I weren't here, they'd charge into battle right now. Who is this?
I'm Vanilla. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you're... I've heard rumors. You entered that tournament and defeated Dudley. The civilian army needs more men like you. What do you say? Care to join?
I don't know.
What's in it for me?
It's a volunteer army, so we can't pay you. However, you can eat as much as you want, and any gas we have is free. But remember, these are all donated by the people, so I'd rather not waste them. So, how does the civilian army sound?
Free stuff sounds pretty cool.
Sounds good. I'm in.
Excellent. I'll be counting on you.
Hooray.
I have just the job for you.
Whatever I can do to help, sir.
It's appreciated. As you know, we are preparing for a final battle, but we would prefer no battle at all. I'm sending someone to negotiate a treaty, and I'd like you to escort him. This is our last resort. If it fails, then we will declare war. You'll need to equip your trotmobile with a carriage. Let me know when you're ready.
Okie dokie then. I'd like to point out these battleships do in fact work on sand. Not sure how a sand battleship is going to storm Happy Garland, but whatevers. For the more efficient ways of attacking Happy Garland, especially given that they're, you know, they've got a base there. They've got their headquarters in Happy Garland.
Hey, you seem to be doing well.
Oh, that's Mrs. Echinacea.
What are you doing here anyway?
I couldn't just sit around with everyone here taking on the bad guys. I wanted to help. But this is bigger than I could have imagined. It's a real war going on. Do we really have to take it this far? I don't want these kids to end up like my husband. They're saying we'll run out of gas if we don't fight, but I grew up without any of that. It's not like we couldn't live without it. Maybe I'm just getting old. But never mind that. How far have you and Connie gone?
Not very.
We're in a band together.
If you ask me, I think she's got a thing for you. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Oh, best of luck to you. At any rate, stop by whenever you're hungry and I'll sneak you a treat.
We're hungry right now. Yeah, one of the nice things of the civilian army is free food. Get ourselves refilled whenever we want. Not to mention the free fuel and durability. As I said before, we don't really need to stuff her full of treats at the moment. We can't invite her back to our place at the moment because, well, story reasons, she's here for the duration. She loves this donut. Might as well give her another honey as well. Sure, this is probably earning some sort of goodness points, I don't know. Sure, he saved this. Right, in order to do the negotiation stuff, we have to get ourselves equipped. Ooh, 110, that's pretty nice. Get ourselves equipped with a carriage. Before we do that, let's have a look at this SS Symphony they're building. It's not complete yet, but it's quite a big thing. Presumably a mobile base to launch Trotmobiles out of. It's sort of like an aircraft carrier that carries, you know, non-aircraft. Probably the biggest robot battleship we've seen that hasn't been, you know, in enemy construction. I guess if bandits can make giant walking robots, and we can certainly make giant sand crawlers. So an interesting thing here is we get free fuel and repairs. We can actually game the system somewhat. If we come in here and unequip all our large parts, like so, give ourselves the least weighty parts that we can, that will reduce our health and our fuel capacity. And what happens when we get that reduced? We get refunded the difference in both health and fuel. Quite a time-consuming process, but free money. There we go. We got 215 just from fiddling with the menu. Now we just want to re-equip everything. It's probably not the best way to get money, but it is free and you can do it forever, so whatever you feel like doing, I suppose. Also, sadly, you're not allowed to equip small legs with big bodies.
Already, hmm? This is our negotiator, Klein. He's a lawyer, but we won't hold it against him.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sure they'll accept our reasonable treaty.
Their base is an oil field they captured southwest of here. I've marked it on your map, so you can check there if you get lost.
Oh yeah, we're going into the desert, aren't we? Gotta get those spider legs. Right, into the Sabia Desert. We haven't been here for a while. Not since we got our Gatling arm. Was the reason I wanted to show off the oil field the last time we were here, so we can see what's changed this time. We're going to speed up a lot of this desert travel, because it's fairly tedious. Okay, out we go. 3 times speed. Zoom. First thing you may notice is there's a ruddy great fence now. Also, the sand sailors have stopped, and we're just getting wasps now. Zoom. Let's have a little bit of a look at this fence here. We don't want to go too close to the Desert Hornets area, or it will actually spawn 3 more wasps on top of each of us. What's interesting over here is the enemy placement is identical, even though there's now massive fences in the way. So as we'll see in a minute, we are in the oil field. There's a massive building behind it now that wasn't there previously. But here we have 1 wasp of 3 has spawned on top of us. We'll see where the other 2 are in a minute. Oh, that was well, remember not to press the jump button at the same time as the attack button for the there we go, for the chargey attack. Yeah, the that wasp has spawned on the other side of the fence, so all it can do is sort of fire at us. I think we damaged it a little bit with the splash damage there. And the 3rd one is over there. There it is. rubbing up against the fence trying to get at us. Anyway, this giant fortress was not here last time we were here. This was just a sort of hollow in the desert wall, as it were. While we were off in New Haven and on to Ridica, the bloody mantis have been busy indeed.
Who goes there? I'm here to speak with the leader of the bloody mantis.
The commander will see you now. Only the negotiator may proceed.
Don't worry about me. Just stick around here and wait a bit.
Okie dokie.
Eh? It is you. Don't you remember? I'm Comfrey, the recruiter. What brings you here?
Oh.
I have nothing to say to you.
Should I assume that I made a bad first impression then? But while I'm at it, why not change sides? It's in your best interest. Trust me. I still haven't given up on you. Why not become one of us? What do you say?
No way! I'd never join you.
Oh well, I suppose the next time we meet it will be on opposite sides. Please leave once your lawyer friend returns. We are now officially enemies.
Oh, that was a bit, ominous.
Hey! No luck. I don't think they ever really intended to negotiate. But still, I can't believe it. The bloody mantis. Did you see that battleship? It's terrifying.
Yeah, one's better. It's
The
blue.
civilian army's battleship looks even better.
You think so too, huh? Yeah, nothing will beat the SS Symphony. Let's head back. We'll need to inform the commander.
Well, before we go, we're going to have a little look around this area. First thing to note is that we have the sandcastle again. If we look at it, it's got less guns on it this time. If we have a look up the top in a minute, we'll see the sort of periscopy thing that was on it. There we go. I'm fairly certain this is the same model. And it is interesting, we did fight the sandcastle just outside of the Desert Hornet's base. It would make sense that it's not actually a Desert Hornet construction, especially after they just let us go into the desert free, although they did say that everything was up for grabs in the desert, but it would be a bit, you know, out of place for them to just launch their giant fortress on us straight away. But here's their battleship. It's pink, it's a bit bigger, I think. Interesting. You may have noticed when Comfrey came and offered us another position in the boomin mantis. The game does actually give you a couple of opportunities to change sides as you play. So if you want to get the civilian plate and the bloody mantis plate, not to mention the bloody mantis uniform in the same playthrough, before the end of the game, where they're unlocked for you anyway, you can. For not too much of a... Oh, those prices are very high. It's not because they're the bloody mantis, it's because the prices are higher anyway. All of this is too rich for my blood. It's only the mantis shield arm and the windshield that we don't have, but if we're going to pay to have a load of stuff we're not going to use, we might as well do it when it's cheap again. If it's ever cheap again. Probably should have bought that fuel though, but we don't want to help them out. This area is basically the bad route version of Alcazar de Condor. Serves the same function. Well, we're very low on fuel, but thankfully there's a lot of enemies we can nick it from. There we go. We'll head back and report the discovery of a giant battleship. Or not the discovery. Confirmation that there is one, really. Somebody was waffling about it earlier, I think. Something about not being able to survive without his Trotmobiles.
How did negotiations go? Have they agreed to our terms?
I'm sorry, Commander. I don't think they ever intended to negotiate. And the rumors were true. They're constructing a monstrous battleship.
If that's the case, we must complete the SS Symphony as soon as possible. Vanilla, I need your help to transport materials. We need additional supplies to complete the ship. Food's running low, too. Marjorum's in charge of resources. You can ask him for further details.
Yeah, unfortunately the next part of the plot is a massive fetch quest. Things are really heating up though, with 2 opposing battleships being constructed. Also, we've got a load of amber and coal to unload thanks to our fossil digging. Unfortunately. Better than nothing, I suppose. Bit of a consolation prize. Anyway, Marjorum's in charge of materials. We want to go and talk to him in a bit. First of all, though, keep our stomach topped up. Though that entire business we just did there didn't actually take any time at all. Despite a trip into the desert and back, it's still morning. It's still noon, actually, I think. Oh no, it is morning, isn't it? Yeah, it's still very dim. It's morning. I don't know why I got off the Trotmobile to do this. Seemed right at the time. We have a choice between getting lumber and getting wheat. Wheat is easiest and quickest, as you've got to go less far. However, we do actually have stock in cuckoo forestry, which I bought because of this particular part of the game. When you buy stuff from or sell stuff to a company, that company has a high chance of going up in stock price the next day. However, we're not going to go and get the lumber right now. The game will wait for us, even though they're in a deadly hurry. They're fine waiting as long as they like, as long as we like, for us to actually bring them that stuff. And we get over the next episode. First of all, we're going to deal with the Martlet Falls fossils. It's going to take me a long time, but you're not going to see much of it. We're going to knock that out. We're going to get the museum side quest done. Maybe we'll go and visit Mem Village, see how that's doing. And at the same time, we're going to be doing some commodities trading while the prices are doubled, so we get extra profit. Show what commodities are the best to trade. But we're going to need we're going to be needing a giant fossil. Previously we've acquired 2 giant fossil pieces out of 9 for the giant marine fossil, the last giant fossil. Must remember we're still missing 1 from the giant flying thing fossil as well. But on top of that we've got 9 artifacts to find here. Somewhere around here is a small fossil spot. There we are back in Nephroburg.
Welcome!
You see, this is going to take me a long time, but you're not going to see much of it, as I said, because I can just fade straight to Nephroburg like that. Just like that. Yeah, not everything has doubled in price. It's only really commodities and things you buy in... Not things you buy in shops even. I think they're all the same. But parts are twice as much. And we're the refined hypocrite for some reason. I'm not sure why we're a hypocrite. Maybe because we asked about money or whatever. Maybe because we told Comfrey to go fuck himself. Coal! Hurrah! 2 fossils! So we're missing 5 big fossils, or 6 big fossils actually, and 9 artifacts. So 15 things. That's all we have left. And then we'll be done with that. See you next time. Goodbye.